think we are good not. Right. Let me share my screen. Okay. Just let me know if you're able to see my screen. Any challenges? Anybody having any issues? Please let me know. I'm hoping that everyone can able to see my screen.
Yes,
Yes, it is
Sharad.
visible. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Fine. Okay. So first class, I'll take you through the cloud introduction. So what is cloud? How the cloud is functioning? Why we need to learn the cloud? Okay. What is cloud exactly? Right. This is just a basic introduction to the cloud model. So it will helpful really to understand what is happening with the cloud, right? Okay. So this is not related to any subject. Okay. So subject probably will enter into the subject by next week. Okay. Today and tomorrow it will be purely the basics. So what kind of clouds we have, why we need to learn the clouds, right? That's where the first introduction will go on. Okay. So meanwhile, if anybody having any questions, anything, you can feel free to ask me at any time. Okay, done. Let me come back. Right. Okay. So what is exactly cloud computing? Okay. So you may heard this word on the very regular basis, cloud computing, right? So what is a cloud computing? What is the purpose of this cloud computing? Right? Okay. So cloud computing, the word cloud computing. Okay. So what is computing? Computing is nothing but a compute power, like a CPU, RAM, okay, memory, storage, all together we call it as a compute power. Okay. Cloud means, what is meaning of the cloud? Right. So the resources will be, okay. What is meaning of the cloud is nothing but internet. Okay. So what is cloud computing? You are getting the computer resources, or you are renting the computer resources, or you are accessing the computer resources over the internet, right? That is called cloud computing. Okay. So how the cloud model will works? Basically, it works on the renting model, right? So renting model means, see, let's suppose I want a virtual machine. Sir, I want a SQL server for next 1 hour, right? Or I want anything, some ABC service or XYZ service. So that everything you are going to renting, okay, for one week, 1 month, 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, 1 hour, 2 hours, however you want. Okay, that is called cloud computing. Simply, we are renting the computer resources, or we are creating the some computer resources over the internet. We are accessing also over the internet, right? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, simple definition. Okay, so the best cloud models, whatever, so we have in the market, who are the major cloud providers in the market. So how the cloud model is introduced, we'll see, right? Okay, fine. In the normal traditional model, what is happening? Okay, normal traditional model means, so let's suppose you want to build your own application. So what do you do? In order to build your own application, you have to, in the normal traditional models, you have to have a data center, right? If you want to run your application 24/7, or if you want to run your database 24/7, it's not a easy job. Simply you cannot put it in a one laptop or something, then you can run it. Sorry, it will not work. Then what is the challenges? Because in order to work 24/7, what it needed? It needed certain conditions, right? Okay. So like how I'm taking one example to understand it better. Okay. Right. These are the basics. Maybe you already have this knowledge on all of these things. But okay, let me take you through that. Right. Okay. So in order to work, let's suppose I have a system or, or I have a server. Let's suppose consider this as a server. Okay. This server need to work for 24/7, right? 24/7. So let's suppose the same thing with the human. You are a human, right? So let's suppose human want to survive. How the human will survive, right? How the human will survive? Let's suppose you want to survive. You need a lot of things, right? You need sleep, okay? You need food, then water, then air. These are the basic things. Shelter, a home, okay? Let's suppose these are the basic things, right? Okay. The same way, if any system want to survive or any system want to run for 24/7, what it needed? Basically, it needed electricity, right? Or power, right? Okay. Power of 24/7, not no need of interruption, right? Okay. Power to make, like, let's suppose this system is running for 24/7. It will generate heat, right? If the heat is more, your laptop will be switched off, right? Or your computer will be switched off. So in order to make it cool down, what they do, they'll use a AC, air conditioner, right? Right or wrong?
Yes.
There are a lot of
Yes.
things involved. There are a lot of things involved, right? Luckily, we are not that guy. We are not from data center operations. We are from the database team, right? Okay. See now what is happening after you have all of these things only. You can build an application, or you can build a system, or you can build an database that can run 24/7. Right or wrong? Okay. Right. Okay. This is how the data center. All this you can keep it in a one organization or one order. That order they call it as a data center. It's a it's a combination of racks. It's a combination of servers. It's a combination of networking all together in one big room. That room they call it as a data center. Okay. Right. So now what is happening? This is a traditional model. Okay. So while coming to the cloud model, so what is happening? What is happening? See, it's a headache for me, right? Why it is a headache? I need to maintain everything, right? I need to maintain the servers, I need to maintain the power, I need to maintain the AC. All these are headache for me, right? Why I have to maintain? That is the question, right? That is the question. The question came like this. So then the cloud model has been introduced, right? Because on behalf of you, the cloud is maintaining all of the servers. So whatever you want to create, they will maintain. Only you will you will create the servers, or you will create the virtual machines or database servers, whatever. So during the how much time you want, 1 hour, 2 hour, how many days or how many hours, how many years you want, use it, and whenever you don't want, can delete it, right? Okay. Simply in a very simple way, I'll tell you, it's like a Rapido or it's like a Uber, right? What is happening in a Uber or Rapido service? Are you owning the services? Are you owning the cab?
No.
You are not owning the cab, right? However, you are traveling with the Uber car, right? You are renting it till your destination. Then after, you are no way connected with the Uber, right? See, now how many things you are avoiding? The first thing, you no need to buy the car. the car expense, like full expense, you don't need to buy. And the second thing, you don't need to worry about the maintenance. And the third thing, you don't need to worry about the fuel, like filling the fuel. And the fourth thing, you don't need to worry about the driver to maintain your car, right? All of these things you are eliminating, right? By paying the simply rent, you are hiring the car for the rental basis from A location to the B location. That's it. After that, no way connection, no need. And the biggest part is parking. Okay, all these things you are eliminating. Simply you are eliminating. Okay, maybe you are paying 300 or 400 INR for your travel, which is easy, right? Right or wrong?
Yes, right.
Yes.
Okay. The same way, same thing, same every feature will be applied in the cloud. So that's where the cloud model came into picture, right? So why I need to own the servers, why I need to maintain the separate data center, right? Okay. So in order to all of these things can be maintained by some company like ABC company. Let's suppose ABC company. Okay. Now you are getting the computers or you're getting the resources from this ABC company. Whenever you want, you will use it. Whenever you don't want, you can delete them. So that you are paying for only the usage, right? So here, you need to pay the EMI of the car? No. Do you need to pay for fuel? No. Do you need to pay for anything else? Nothing. You need to pay for parking? No, it's not up to you, right? Only you are paying for this journey A to B, what it costs. That's it, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah, right.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Here also same. So during the time, like I want to use it for 1 month, I'll use it only for the 1 month. I'll give only for the 1 month. I'll take only for the 1 month. After that, I'll delete. So that I need to pay the bill only for 1 month. Clear? How the cloud idea came into picture? Hope everyone able to understand. If any other questions, let me know. So it's a very simple. You are renting the computers, like how you are renting the car, how you are hiring a cab, or how you are hiring a Rapido or Uber vehicle, right? Okay. See, same thing. Okay. Now, what is cloud computing advantages? What is the cloud computing limitations? Let's go through it. Okay. Because this is also feature. It will have a advantages at the same time. It will have few disadvantages. What are those? Clear, everyone? Okay.
Yes.
This is a one small diagram which will represent the cloud computing. So what cloud computing will offers like a storage, computers, network, servers, DB, and apps, applications. Clear? Okay, right. So let's see about the characteristics of the computing. What are the main characteristics that it is having? Okay, it is not only for Azure, it is for every common cloud. Every cloud will follow the same characteristics only. Why? Because all clouds are inherited, right, from each other. So one cloud is inherited from other cloud. One cloud is the features of the cloud is inherited from other features, right? Okay. End of the day, car is a car, but its features may vary. That's a different story. But the car main purpose of the car is to travel from one place to another place, right? So here also cloud is cloud. The main purpose of the cloud is you are renting the computer resources or you are renting the or you are paying on the renting basis. That is the ideology behind of the cloud. Clear? Okay. The first characteristics are the important characteristics. It have 4 to 5 very very important characteristics. Try to understand. Okay. Elastic scalability. Okay. So what is the meaning of the elastic scalability? Right. So you can. What is the meaning of the elastic? Elastic means where you can stretch. So and whenever you release the stretch, it will come back to its original position. That is called elastic, right? It could be any elastic, right? So the purpose of the cloud computing, right? Let's suppose I want to run my system with, today I'm running my system, or today I'm running my server with 4 CPU and 8 GB RAM. Okay, 4 CPU, 8 GB RAM. All of a sudden, I want to increase from 4 to 8 GB, 4 to 8 CPU, 8 GB to 16 GB RAM. Right? Right or wrong? Yes, immediately you can increase. That is the beauty of the cloud. That's what we call it as a elastic scalability. You can scale up the resources, you can scale down the resources. At the same time, from 8 CPU to I want to come back to 2 CPU. Yes, you can come back. From 16 GB to I want to come down for 4 GB. Yes, no issues at all. You can increase the resources, you can decrease the resources. It's up to you. Clear? So what is meaning of the resources? Computer resources are nothing but CPU, RAM, and storage. Correct, right? Nothing else. Okay. Your mouse or keyboard, those are external factors. Your screen, those are external factors. But basically, computer resources are nothing but these are the resources like a storage, RAM, and CPU. Right? Okay. CPU is to process the request. RAM is to hold the to process the temporary request, and ROM is nothing but hard disk. Hard disk is nothing but to store the permanent objects. Correct? Right or wrong?
Yes,
Guys, any
Yes, yeah,
questions?
correct.
Okay.
correct.
So all
Yes.
those computer resources you are renting from the cloud partner, right? Okay. So whenever you want, you can increase the resources. Whenever you want, you can decrease the resources. That's what we call it as a elastic scalability. This is very, very important characteristic of the cloud computing. So in the cloud model, you can increase the resources, you can decrease the resources based on your requirements. Okay. And the very next important characteristic is pay per use. Okay. So what is the meaning of the pay per use? Let's suppose I have created one database server and I use this database for server for next 1 hour. Okay, then I'll pay for only 1 hour, right? Like the same way, you are renting a car for 1 hour, right? From A location to B location. So you need to pay only for the 1 hour only. You don't need to pay for 24 hours, right? Right or wrong?
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Now what is happening? You are saving a lot of money, or you are saving the money because of you are paying only for the usage, pay per use. So this is a very, very, very important characteristic of the cloud computing. Because of this cloud computing character, the cloud is very famous. Our cloud is more in use because of this popular characteristics. Okay. The how much time you are using, you have to pay for only the certain period of time only. You no need to pay for, you no need to pay, or once you have deleted your services, you no need to pay for it. Right? Okay. On
So,
demand resources will be given.
hi, Vishal.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, for paper use, do we have any limitation that minimum we need to have that much time, like for 1 hour or
No,
like that,
no,
or
no,
we
no,
don't? So then no limitation for that.
no limitation.
Okay.
Okay, for few services, they'll say that hourly basis they calculate. For few
Mm-hmm.
services, they calculate even the second basis. Seconds also. Let's suppose you can stay for 10 seconds,
Okay.
30 seconds, and you delete also. Your bill will be calculated for only 30 seconds.
Okay.
Per second they calculate. For few services, they calculate hourly basis. Clear?
Yeah.
Some,
Okay. Thank
some
you.
little bit conditions will be there. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So let's suppose you are hiring a cab. Okay? So let's suppose the distance is 100 meter. Will they come? No, they don't come, right?
Generally, no. Yeah, they will reject the request.
Uh-huh. So, but however, you can request, but will be more charges. Or they
Okay.
cannot take you for 100 meters. At least your distance should be 1 kilometer. Or If you hire for a 100 meters also, your charges will be, there is a minimal charges. The same way here also. So
Okay.
for very small tiny requests, they may charge for hourly basis. Okay, done.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Okay, right. So now what is happening? So you can demand the resources, on demand resources. Right. Next 1 hour, I want this much resources. Next, I want this much resources. Yes, you can demand them at any time. There is no time bounded. Okay. See, right. Suppose I want to increase my computer now, or I want to increase my virtual machine from um, 8 GB RAM to 600 GB RAM. Yes, you can. Your resources will be given on demand. There is no restriction like now you have to create after 1 hour, after 2 hours. No, I want right now. Yes, you can create it on demand. You will get the resources, or you can demand the computer. You are the cloud partner for the resources, right? So workload, like there is a resiliency. Like let's suppose when the servers are down in the backend, they will try to maintain, or they'll try to uh, provide the backend flexibility, right? Let's suppose one server is down, so they'll have the alternate servers in the backend. They will try to bring it back to the online based on the workload movements. Okay, all right. So multi-tenancy. So what is the meaning of the multi-tenancy? So multi-tenancy means multi-tenants. Okay, and the cloud is not created for a single person. It created for a multi-tenants. So it means that this is a public cloud, right? So public cloud means it is given to everyone. Okay, so when it is given to everyone, you can see there are many tenants over the cloud partners. But what is happening? But however, you cannot see other one's data. Other one cannot see your data, right? There is a clear cut in between the tenants. There will be a no visibility. I cannot see your data. You cannot see my data because you are a different tenant. I am a different tenant, right? Clear, everyone? Any questions? Okay.
Yes,
When you are
I
living
have
in a
one question.
okay.
But regarding the on-demand one, in elastic-based
Uh-huh.
scalability, also we have the flexibility to increase or decrease the resources as per our requirement. And in
Yes.
on-demand as well, we are means taking it means as per requirement only we are going to demand the resources how much or for what time we want it. Then what is the
Uh,
difference between the on-demand and elastic scalability? Because their work
okay.
is looks like the same, means
Okay.
more or
Yeah.
the less.
So, yes. Yes. Elastic scalability. Let's suppose you have 8 GB RAM. Okay. Now
Yeah.
8 GB to 12 GB you want to increase, right?
Yes.
That is called a scalability. You have the elastic
Okay.
scalability feature. Okay.
Hmm.
So whatever you are doing in the backend, that is called demanding. You are demanding, right?
Yeah.
So on that's what on demand they are allocating the resources. You are demanding them, right? This feature is there. At the same time, you can demand for additional resources also. Right? Suppose I want more resources for my project, right? This is completely for you are doing it for the existing one.
Okay.
This is for, let's suppose, a new demand, like I want this much of RAM, or my new project is coming, I want
Mm-hmm.
this much of, let's suppose, 600 GB of RAM, right? Immediate.
Okay.
It's not like a you have to request now and tomorrow you will request will be fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
No. It
Okay.
will be
Yeah.
on
Okay.
demand right now I want. Yes, you can get the resources. So this elastic scalability will apply for the existing resources. This is for the
Okay.
new resources.
Okay. Understood. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. The best way I can explain, let's suppose you have a laptop. Your laptop you want to increase from 4 GB to 8 GB RAM, right?
Yes.
This is
Hmm.
called you are doing the elastic scalability. On
Okay.
demand means I want a new laptop with the 16
Mm-hmm.
GB, 64 GB RAM. That is called
Okay.
on demand. You are demanding now. right?
Okay.
So, but you
Yeah.
don't get it at this time because you
Yeah.
have to go to some vendor. You have to check like whether that particular laptop is available. Then only you will buy it.
Yeah.
But cloud, it is not like that. So they will provide all the time.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Right. Okay. Multi-tenancy is nothing but so where in the cloud it is created for multiple tenants, not for a single tenant. So every tenant is separated and each tenant doesn't have access to other tenants, right? I don't have access to your workloads. You don't have access to my workloads, right? However, they will be in the same cloud. Clear?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Right. Okay. That is a very important characteristic of the cloud computing, right? Elastic scalability, pay-per-use, on-demand resources, and resiliency, and workload movements, and followed by the multi-tenancy mode, right? So while coming to the why I need to use the cloud computing, this is a $1 million question everyone will have. Why I have to use it? The first advantage with the cost efficient. So what is the meaning of the cost efficient? Yes, how much you are using, you are paying for that only. It means that it's a cost efficient, right? The same way, I am traveling from A location to B location. I just paid only for the that particular 1 hour, right? Then it is a cost efficient. So I'm not paying for all these, right? I'm not paying the car EMI, or I'm not paying for this fuel. I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for the parking. I'm not paying for the other expenses, right? I'm just paying for the whatever it is coming for the 1 hour. I'm paying just this amount because it's a cost efficient, right? Otherwise, you have to pay the EMI. Let's suppose 1 month car EMI is this much, so you need to pay for that EMI. No, you're just paying this, right? Correct, right or wrong? Okay, the
Yes.
similar way here, what we are saying, cloud is a cost efficient mode because you are paying only for the usage. Okay, and the next important advantage with the cloud computing, our cloud partners, our cloud is you will get the unlimited storage. Let's suppose I want to store 100 TB of the storage. Yes, you can store it, no issues, right? Okay. Easy access of information. Any information regarding the cloud, you can access from the cloud partner portals or cloud partner sites. Any information you can easily access from the portals, right? Backup and recovery. You no need to worry about the backups and recovery of your any service in the cloud model. They will have a, or by default, they are already having the backup and recovery plans in the backend. You don't need to worry. Your cloud partner will take care of the backup and recovery of the any services in the cloud. Clear? Any questions? Okay. Automatic software integration. Yes. So you can integrate any software, right? It's a kind of plug and play method, right? So any software can be easily can can be integrate with the cloud, right? Let's suppose I have ABC software. I want to this ABC software to be used with the cloud model. Yes, you can use it. So it's a kind of a you can integrate with any softwares, right? Okay, there is some little bit things you need to do it. If you do that, your software will be easily can integrate with the cloud partners or cloud, right? Okay, quick deployment. Yes, this is again the very biggest advantage with the cloud. So the deployment is very quick and fast, right? So I want to deploy a virtual machine. I want to deploy a database server. Hardly I will take 4 to 5 minutes to deploy everything. Okay, do just imagine how how much time you are saving, right? In the normal traditional model, let's suppose you want to build a SQL server, how much time it will take? The normal traditional model, let's suppose you want to build a virtual machine. How much time it will take, right? First you need to install the OS, you need to install a lot of things. Then you have to install the storage. Then you have to do it for the SQL Server. You have to download SQL Server. You have to install, right? Lot of things you need to follow. But here, I want to install a SQL Server quickly. Next 4 to 5 minutes, I will install it. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Clear? Any questions?
Yes.
Any service, it can be deployed so quickly. Hardly it will take max to max 4 to 5 minutes for any service in cloud. Clear? Okay, this is also one of the biggest advantage with the cloud. Okay, same in the normal traditional model, it will take a lot of time. All right. See, so far whatever I have discussed, it is purely on the advantages. Okay, so now every coin have two faces, right? So let's suppose you flip the coin. It has two faces, right? One is head and one is tail. So both you have to see, right? So every service, everything, everywhere, it has advantages at the same time, disadvantages also. So we call it as a, we are not supposed to call it as a disadvantages. We can say that it's a limitations, right? So what are those limitations? Why the limitations are applied? Let's see. Okay, the first limitation with the cloud computing or cloud is internet connection. Okay. In order to access the cloud resources, you must have internet. So if you don't have internet, sorry, you cannot do anything for the cloud, right or wrong? So cloud is purely based on the internet. Okay, let's suppose you want to attend my class, you don't have internet. Sir, now, sir, can I attend without internet? Sir, can you attend without internet, sir?
No.
That is a basic, right? Because since this is an online class, without internet, how can you access the classes? You have to join through the Zoom app, right? So same, in order to use the in order to use the cloud resources, you must have the internet. Without internet, sorry, don't go for cloud model. Best to go for the normal traditional models or normal on-premise models, not for the cloud models. Cloud models purely based on the internet only. Clear? Any questions? Okay. And the next the limitation with the security concerns. What are the security concerns? Okay. The next security concern is, sir, yes, we are keeping our data. Let's suppose I have created a database in the cloud. So I'm keeping my data in the cloud. Okay. So it is nothing but there, this cloud is not maintained by me. It is maintained by the some ABC organization, right? That ABC organization, they have this they have this let's suppose they'll what about my data? Let's suppose some leaking is happening, or let's suppose they're misusing my data. Then what will happen, right? There's a like a little bit of security concern with the data, but actually no cloud partner will not access your data. No cloud partner will not see your data. No cloud partner will not misuse the data. There will be a clear cut terms and conditions with the agreements, right? While at the time of you are creating the services with the cloud, there will be a clear cut usage manual. There is a clear cut the terms and conditions, right? They never going to see your data. They never misuse your data, but still there is some security concern regarding the data, right? Like let's suppose it is a very crucial data, banking related data or finance related data or any health related data or any personal data, right? This kind of data, they cannot put it in the cloud because of the some security related concerns, right? If the data is leaking, your data will be leaking to the hackers. Maybe there is a chance of misuse of the data, right? So that is the reason why. So in the public cloud, they are not that much feel secure with the data. That's why still there is an on-premise model is existing, or there still there is an on-premise model is surviving. Clear? Because of this very important characteristic, right? But the what is the exact thing what is happening? Your cloud partner will not see the data, but however, the organizations, they are feeling like their data can be misused by the cloud partners, right? But in the real fact, they never see your data, they never misuse your data, they never breach the terms and conditions. Clear? Okay, right. This is like a misception, guys. Okay, they are not, they don't never use your data, they misuse, they never misuse the data. But what is happening? But because of the some security concerns, they cannot go for the cloud models. Because of the security concerns, the data can be any chances of leaking the data. That is the reason why only in some few organizations still their critical data or critical things are kept it in their own data centers. Am I right or wrong? Right. Okay. And the next important thing is no control on the resources. Yes, you don't have any control on the resources because the resources are given by the cloud partner. So obviously, for the resources, the control will be with the cloud partner only. Clear? Resources are just given for the renting. You are not owning. Right or wrong? Okay. Here also the same. You are renting the car for this travel. This doesn't mean that this car is yours. No, this car is owned by the Uber or whatever, the Ola or Uber, whoever it is running, it is owning by them only, not by you. Yes or wrong? Okay, the same way here. Okay, you are just renting the resources. You don't have the control on the resources, right? You are renting the RAM, CPU, and the storage, but you are not owning them. This is owned by the cloud partner. Obviously, the control will be with the cloud partner only, not with you. Strong agree? Disagree? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
You agree or disagree with this point? Right.
Agree.
Okay.
yeah, I
Right.
agree. Actually, one doubt on security concerns that
Mhm.
you just said like they will most probably not share any data with any other partners. So they are
Mhm.
securing our data any which ways, right? Then
Mhm.
in that case, the security is comes under advantage as well. Then what are the means specific reasons that
Yeah.
we can consider security concerns as a disadvantages? If someone asks in the interview, why you are
Mhm.
saying the security concern as a disadvantage,
Yeah, I'll take
then
it.
means how
I'll
we
tell
can
the,
yeah.
yeah, I'll tell one best example to understand it. Okay. Right. Let's suppose, you have some ornaments. Okay. I have some ornaments. Okay. So now what I'm doing, my ornaments, I'm going to some vacation. Okay. So what I done, I kept a locker. Okay. That locker, what I'm doing, I'm I'm because I'm my locking my home. I feel like some thief may come and he may take the ornament. So what I do now, I'm keeping this entire the locker system into my friend home, right?
Okay.
So you trusted your friend because he is your friend. You trusted. You kept this locker to your friend, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now question to you. Okay. Do you feel still it is a
Hmm.
security or safe? If some thief comes and he'll take the entire this thing, the entire
Yeah, the
the
thief, thief thing threat will be there always
that,
for with
that is
anyone.
everywhere. But your friend
Yeah.
will be thief. What will happen?
If my friend was a thief, then
Huh.
yeah, means we kept a doubt whether he will also keep my ornament safe or not. Most
Yes,
probably.
that is a doubt for you have, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Because if the ornament is like costing you 1 lakh, 2 lakh, okay, you will trust your friend. If your ornament is, let's suppose, 100 crore of ornament,
Mm.
will you believe him? You have the security concern, right?
Okay, just as a benefit of doubt, we are taking security concern as a disadvantage in the cloud computing.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Okay,
okay, yeah,
let's
mm,
suppose in the real world, data is like a very, very crucial.
yes,
Okay, so let's
mm,
suppose the banking data. Let's suppose you have a bank account with ICICI Bank, right? So
mm,
the data, whatever the ICICI Bank is maintaining, right?
mm,
Let's suppose your ledger balance, your transactions, everything, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
what will happen? That's a very crucial data, right?
yes,
If hacker hacks that system, or if a hacker misusing that data, what will
mm,
happen? It will be a big loss to the bank, right?
yes, yeah,
So they don't keep their data with the cloud, okay? Because like
yeah,
their security team or their legal team, their
mm-hmm,
team will suggest that don't go for cloud for these computers, because this data is very, very sensitive data. If this data is leaking to somewhere, it is
mm,
going to be very big impact to the bank.
yeah. Okay, so when that is coming to storing the data, means
Hmm.
crucial data we can say, or any data, when it comes to the
Hmm.
storing data, that time we can consider as a security concern as a, in cloud
Yes.
computing. Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So for using the resources or all kind of softwares, the security will always be there with the cloud computing,
See,
right?
that's what I'm telling. It's a
Yeah.
myth. The
Okay.
question here is, it's a myth. It's a
Okay.
perception.
Mm-hmm.
It's a perception that companies still feeling that the data is not safer with the cloud because of if they misuse the data. Like you are not trusting your friend 100%.
Hmm.
Like you keep the ornaments with your friend and you are not trusting him 100%, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But what your friend is saying that I am 100% safer. I am your friend. If let's suppose your friend is having some, you have doubt, and if friend is done something, what will happen?
Yeah.
That
So
is
the
called
trust issues.
security.
Overall,
Hmm.
we can say the trust issues.
That is
That, yeah.
trust, but
Yeah.
still trust is different. But it is a
Yeah.
security.
Yeah. Insecurity thing. Yeah. Understood. Yes.
So security, because you can trust
Hmm.
your friend normally. Hi bye, you can trust him. But when
Yeah.
it comes to the valuable things, like here
Yeah.
the valuable thing is data. Here their
Hmm.
valuable
Yeah.
thing is your gold, or your ornaments,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Then your trust will break. Here also the same thing. Security concerns only with the data. Because if the data is
Oh.
leaking, then what will happen?
Hmm.
It will be a
Yeah.
big loss to the organization, or it will be very, very,
It.
very big impact to the organization. It's not like a very easy.
Yeah.
If your data is leaking, then your organization has your responsibility of your data. If you go legally, it will be very big crime with the organization. So that's why few of the organization, like a very critical data, like a banking related,
Mm-hmm.
finance related, or like a any other personal data related things, they are keeping in their own data centers, not with the Azure models or not with the cloud models. Okay, so
Okay. Yeah. And
that's why still on-premise model is existing. Otherwise, no
okay.
on-premise model. Everyone will sign up with the cloud only. So
Yeah.
why they have to maintain their own data center? Why they are taking all
Mm-hmm.
the headache? Because of this
Okay.
security concerns. Because if
Mm.
there is no chance of the data leaking from the own data center. Because own data center, it will have access to the own people. And the cloud model, yes, your cloud partner also will have the access. So there is a chances of data leakage. There is a chance of security concerns with the data.
Okay. Yeah. Understood. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Okay, so I have taken with the high level. So when you go with the deeper level, there will be a number of points.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Done. Okay, so and you don't have the controlling on the resources. So because resources are with the our resources, you are renting only, you are not owning. So that's why control will be with the cloud partner. And it depends on the cloud partner with whom you are signing up or with whom you are taking the services, right? You have to follow their terms and conditions, right or wrong? So like the same way you are traveling with Uber or Ola. So in this during period of time, during period of the travel, you have to follow their terms and conditions, right or wrong? If you say that I don't follow your terms and conditions, so what will happen? You are breaching their policy, right? So when you breach the policy, you will be either they can terminate the service or either they can go against the your things, right? So that's where, so you are, it's completely depend on the cloud partner with whom you are doing the business or with whom you are signing up or with whom you are taking the services. It's completely depend on their terms and conditions. Then you cannot put your own things. Their related things will be applied to you. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So, and what are the different cloud models we have? We have three models: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Okay. So now whatever we are talking, like let's suppose all are public clouds. Like let's suppose Azure, AWS, okay, Google, Alibaba, right? And lot of other clouds, Salesforce, Oracle Cloud. These are called public cloud partners, right? Public means you are not owning them; it is owned by the organization, and just you are using. You are a public, you are using that. Okay. So private service is nothing but private cloud is nothing but where organizations are maintaining their own cloud, right? Let's suppose some ABC organization, it is having its own data centers and all the data is maintained with them. That is called private cloud, right? So the best example for the public cloud is like your public services. Let's suppose I'll take an best example. You are traveling through the train or you are traveling through the rail journey, right? So when you are using a train journey or rail journey, so you are booking the ticket, you are traveling with the railway services, right? It is open to everyone, not only for you. It is open to everyone because while you're traveling with the public, you may feel that some security concerns, right? Because of your valuable things are valuable, correct? You're traveling, let's suppose you are traveling from Delhi to Mumbai via the IRCTC. So what will happen? What is happening? So let's suppose you are traveling while in the travel, if you are taking the valuable things like a money, gold, so do you feel secure, safe and secure? No, right? You don't feel safe and secure, correct? Hello, right or wrong?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
is for
While
everyone.
traveling, yes. Yeah.
Okay, the public cloud is also same. Okay, your public cloud is not only created for you, it is created for everyone. Okay, private cloud is nothing but where you are separately maintaining your data centers. That is called private clouds. Okay, and the hybrid cloud. Hybrid is nothing but private and public combination. That is called hybrid cloud. Right? Okay, done.
Uh,
So, right. So, how the public cloud is maintaining? Public cloud means the whole compute infrastructure is located on the premises of the cloud computing company that offers the cloud services. The location remains the same, separate from the customer and the has no physical control over the infrastructure. So, public cloud top vendors are like AWS, Microsoft, Azure, Google Cloud, and VMware. These are the top public cloud vendors, right? These are the top public cloud vendors. These are public cloud vendors. Okay. Clear? Any questions? So whatever we are going to use right now, it is a public cloud. Okay. So what about the private cloud? Okay. Private cloud. So what is meaning of the private cloud? Okay, private cloud means infrastructure is used solely by the one customer organization, right? One customer. Okay, let's suppose I will maintain your data center only for you. I will maintain a data center. That is called private cloud partners. You are partnering with me. I'll maintain only of your data. That is called private cloud. So I don't give any this platform to any other service or any other customer. Only for you. Clear? That is called private. Okay. The best example for the private is like you are hiring a car from Delhi to Mumbai. That is called private service. You are hiring a car separately for your family or for you. Right? No one is traveling along with you. Right or wrong? Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Public means everyone will be along with you. In the private cloud, it is separately for you. No one will not be there. Right? Okay. So the private cloud partners are, there are top private cloud partners like HP, Cisco, Ubuntu, Dell, AWS, VPC. These are the top private cloud vendors. So it means that they'll separately build a data center for you, right? And you can use your services with them. They will build on behalf of you, right? Clear? Okay.
Amazon Web Services is a public cloud, right?
Public cloud is like these AWS, Azure, whatever we are using.
Yeah.
That is called public service. Public
In
cloud.
public, we have, sorry, in private, actually, you mentioned the AWS VPC. So in
No,
that, one
AWS
of
private. I haven't mentioned AWS. AWS.
here VPC is there.
AWS also they will give you the service. They will have both public and private separate services.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
suppose in the public model, see Azure is not there. They are not providing any private services. See Google also they are not. Right? So very few vendors like AWS, they started putting their services into the private cloud also.
Okay.
Okay, right. So private cloud is also same. It will work with the same private model, right? But it is owned by the only one organization. They will build for that particular organization only. That is called private cloud. Then,
Okay. Yes.
right. Hybrid means both the combination of private and public. So few services you will use it for the private, few services if you use it for the public. The combination we call it as a hybrid model. So organizations most of the time they'll use the hybrid models. Few services they'll sign up in the public services, few services they'll sign up in the private services. The combination we call it as a hybrid model. Done? Okay, right. Okay. So we have seen all the characteristics, right? We have seen the advantages, we have seen the disadvantages, and what are the cloud models we have, right? Public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid model. Any questions? Okay. And the next important thing. Okay. So in the cloud model, what are the categories of the cloud model? So we have mainly cloud has three types of cloud: public, private, and hybrid model. So in the cloud, what are the three categories? They categorized into three ways. What are those? Okay. These are very, very, very important model. SaaS, PaaS, IaaS model. Okay, SaaS, PaaS, IaaS model. This is very, 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 very important. Okay. So three categories we have mainly in the cloud. So how many cloud models we have? Cloud models are three: public, private, and hybrid model. In the cloud, there are three categories. Every cloud it has three categories. What are those? SaaS, PaaS, IaaS model. Okay. So what is SaaS? What is PaaS? And what is IaaS model? Okay. SaaS stands for software as a service model. What is software as a service? Software as a service. Okay. The software is ready. You can use that software. It is called software as a service model. Okay. The best examples for the software as a service model. Let's suppose your Teams app. Let's suppose your Zoom app. Okay. If the Zoom app is built in the public model, then it is called a public SaaS model. If the same thing is built in your private, then we call it as a private SaaS model. Right? Clear? Any questions?
No.
In the
No.
software as a service model, you no need to do anything with the software because it's a fully developed, right? Ready to use. So are you doing anything with the Zoom app? Are you doing any deployments? Are doing any changes in that Zoom? No. You're just
No.
signing up and you're using the Zoom app. You're listening the classes, right? So in the software as a service model, we don't have anything to discuss or we don't have anything to work, right? Because we just need to understand how this software is functioning. That's it. The best example I can say that Gmail, right? Gmail or Teams or Zoom app. These are the best example for the software as service models, right? In the Gmail, do you do you created anything on the Gmail? No, you have just signed up. You have created one Gmail ID, and you should know how to create the or you should know how to send the emails over the Gmail. That's it, right? You know how to mostly use that product. Okay, and in the PaaS model, what is PaaS? Platform as a service. What is meaning of the platform? So in the platform as a service model, only the platform will be given, right? Hello, only the platform. What is a platform?
Yes.
Platform
Windows,
is
Linux, operating
uh,
system.
platform is nothing but it's everything is ready. Okay. So what is the thing you have to do here in the platform as a service model? You have to maintain your application and data and rest of the platform like your OS, Linux, networking, hardware, hardening, networking, everything will be managed by your cloud partners, right? That is what we call as a PaaS model, platform as a service model. You'll, your platform will be maintained by them. Only your application and data, you are the responsible. That is called platform as a service model. So only your data, your application. Okay. The best example for the PaaS model, platform as a service model, in our future discussion, there are a lot of things. Okay. Single DB model, Azure DB model, and managed instance model. These are three models will comes under the PaaS model. Okay. So going further in our classes, okay, I am not going to discuss anything on the SaaS model because SaaS model there is nothing. Okay. Did I explain you before joining to the Zoom call? Did I explain you anything about the Zoom call? How to join the Zoom call? How to install the Zoom app? Did I told anything on this?
No.
Or
No.
do you anyone teach you like how to install the Zoom app? No, right? It's a very simple. You have little bit knowledge, right? How to install the Zoom. Have you done any such kind of courses or have you done anything like that? It's a ready-made one, right? You just install, you just download the software, click on next, it will be installed. It's just a software, nothing else. How to use it? You should have some little bit knowledge. How to sign up, how to join the meeting. This is a meeting link, this is a password. Join. That's it. Correct? Right or wrong? So as
Yes.
a
Correct.
DBA or as a DBA, you need to look into the more into this. No, this is nowhere related, right? This is just a software. It's a bundle of software where you can use it. That's it. Okay. So that's the reason why in the software as a service model, I'm not going to disclose anything on the software as a service model because here there's nothing to discuss. Okay, Teams app. Let's suppose Teams app. What I need to discuss on the Teams app? Let's discuss on the let's discuss on this Zoom app. What you are going to discuss on the Zoom app? Nothing, right? Okay.
Yes.
Same thing for the software service model. There is nothing to discuss. I'm not going to disclose anything on the software service model, because as a DBA or as a person or as a developer or whatever, we don't have any task to do with the software as a service model. Okay. Our main target will be SaaS and PaaS models. Then SaaS and PaaS model. In the SaaS and PaaS models, what is happening? Okay, your platform, your cloud partner is giving the platform. How we are going to use the platform? Okay, so only you are responsible for application and data, and rest of the factors will be maintained by your cloud partner. So we'll discuss more on this platform as a service models and IaaS. What is IaaS? Infrastructure as a service. Only your infra will be given, right? Infra is ready. How you want to use it, it's up to you. Right? Clear? Any questions?
No.
Hello? Any questions?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll tell you one best example. To understand it's a better way. Okay. Okay. See. Okay. So in the platform as a service model, right? I'll tell you one best example. Right. This is a database. Let's suppose this is the database. Okay. In the platform as a service model, this is a database. This is like a ready-made database. Ready-made database built. Okay. So this is application. This is application, right? Okay. This is plug and play. Connect your application with the database and start using. Okay. Why we call it as a plug and play? Just suppose you install your database with the platform as a service model. In the platform as a service model, everything will be managed or maintained by the cloud partner. Okay. Let's suppose that let's suppose the backup recovery. Let's suppose the networking. Let's suppose the OS, middleware, everything will be managed by your cloud partner. Only your application. This is your application. Your application, you are responsible. And the data, whatever you are putting into the database, you are responsible. That's it. Only application and data you have to maintain. Clear? Any questions? Clear? It's a kind of ready-made database, guys. All ready. Plug and play. It's a bundle. Platform as a service model. Everything will be installed, and only your application and data has to be maintained by you or your application team. So it is nothing to do with this. No maintenance, nothing like that. Clear? Any
Yes,
questions?
we are good.
Okay. Then IaaS model, infrastructure as a service model. What is infrastructure as a service model? Everything is available, right? Everything is available, like a machine, like a computer is available, right? Like a networking is available, like all are available. OS is available, right? Middleware, all are available. So you have to make a one database or whatever you want to make it. All things I am giving it to you. You can make however you want. That is called infrastructure as service. Infra I am giving you. You can make your own things. That is called infrastructure as a service model. Clear? Infrastructure I am giving you. You can make however you want. That is called infrastructure as a service model. Right? This is like instant Maggie. Right? This is like a all ingredients I will give you. You can make your own recipe. Like let's suppose you want to make a biryani. What I will do, I'll give you the rice, I'll give you the vegetables, chicken or mutton, whatever it required, the gas, everything I will give you. This is called infrastructure as a service. So you can prepare however you want. That is called infrastructure as a service. PaaS model is a ready-made biryani. So everything is ready. You just switch on the stove and place the water, boil the things, the biryani will be ready. That is called PaaS model. And a SaaS model is you are buying the biryani directly. That is called SaaS model. Clear? Clear, guys? Any questions? So directly buying biryani from the restaurant is called SaaS model. Okay. So and biryani is they are packing like all the raw items like rice. You see nowadays biryani is coming with like this PaaS model, platform as a service model. So you only have to boil the whatever they have given the ingredients in the packet, right? Boil for some time, your biryani will be ready. Okay. IAS model, all ingredients will be given. You make what biryani you want. Understand? Everyone clear? Or you want me to take some other example? If you are a biryani lover, you understand. If you are not a biryani lover, I'll take some other example. Then, any questions? Any other questions? Okay, sir. Now, okay, buying biryani from the restaurant. Do you take any challenges, sir? No challenges. Money, go buy it. Right? Okay. Platform as a service model. Yes, you have a work because biryani is ready in the packet. So, like all the biryani ingredients, everything they put it in the ready-made kind of packet. So you have to go boil it. Biryani is ready. Right? This is little bit efforts you have to put in the PaaS model. The third option, all ingredients I'll give. You make the biryani. This is called infrastructure as a service model. Here, the work is more. Clear? Any questions? Sir, any
Only
questions,
no.
sir? Okay. So otherwise, you can take a Maggie example also. This is a Maggie platform as a service. Okay. Infrastructure as a service, you will buy. Okay, let's suppose you will buy the vermicelli and everything, all the vegetables I'll give you. You will make the Maggie, right? That is the infrastructure as a service model. And SaaS model, you are directly buying the Maggie from the restaurant. Clear?
Now it's clear.
Okay, right. So directly buying the Maggie from the restaurant is called SaaS model, and you are buying the Maggie packet is called platform as a service model. If I give all the Maggie ingredients to you and you want to make the Maggie, that is called infrastructure as a service model. That's it. Clear? Okay. Right. Any other questions?
No questions.
Okay. Right. If no further questions, I think we are fine to catch up for the next week. We are good. Okay. These are for just information. Okay. Nobody will not ask questions from these in the interviews. Maybe they'll ask like, what is IaaS model, PaaS model, and SaaS model? What are the cloud models we have? Right?
Okay.
Private, public, and hybrid cloud models. And in the categories of the cloud, you have three categories: SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS models. Okay. So any other questions, you can feel free to ask me. If no further questions, feel free to drop off. We'll catch you tomorrow at the same time. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to discuss. Tomorrow class is very important, guys. Okay. Tomorrow what I'm going to discuss, it's how to create the Azure account. This is very, very, very important. Tomorrow's class, please don't miss it. Okay. Tomorrow class purely for how to create the Azure account, how to sign up the Azure account. Right. So So once you sign up, you can start working by next week.
Okay.
Okay, Vishal.